Every summer from now on is going to be the hottest summer of your life. This is what someone told me a few years ago and it has stuck with me ever since. The canopy made a noticeable difference. The air felt cooler and was such a relief during the harsh afternoon heat. So that was a shot from the canopy prototype that I had built with my friend Orchi a few months ago. And it worked perfectly. We saw a 2 to 3 degree dip in temperatures during the summers and thought that it's now time to make a better structure for the oncoming summers so that we can be even better, cooler with plants all around us. So let me show you how we did it today. Let's go. It looks lovely. Just look at this. We get fruits like cherry tomato and chili. Yes, chili is a fruit. Flowers like morning glory, gandharaj, rose, the aloe flower, bugs, insects, butterflies and whatnot. So today I'll tell you how you can use your space to build something like this. Instead of getting into dimensions and details, I'll tell you how you can think about making your space like this. How much time will it take, how much will it cost, etc. etc. So let's go. Using the same principles of shading and ventilation that worked, I knew I wanted to make this into a final version. So the first step is understanding why you are making this space, right? For us, there were two priorities. One was that area heated up a lot during summers. We wanted to keep it cool. And second was we wanted to use plants. For a canopy to use plants, we wanted to make it strong and also grow plants all over it. So last month when my parents were here, we kept these things in mind and began designing it. We sized up the height first by looking at an anchor point. For us, it was this door which needed to open. So it all had to be equally heighted. So just like the last canopy, we wanted to use the three materials that we used: bamboo, jute ropes and J wires. But this time, because we wanted to make it even more perfect, flatter, stronger, we got two more things. One is a hacksaw with a frame and a blade, and two is the water pipe. I'll show you how you can use it. You can get all these materials from your local hardware store. So without scaling up each bamboo to the perfect size, this water pipe will help you to maintain a flat balance. So fill some water in a jar, sit down, put one end of the pipe in the jar and from the second end just suck the water up till it comes up and hold it. Of all this, the bamboos were the most expensive, but let's cover cost at the end. We started with measuring up the space from one end till the other and estimated how many bamboos we would need. This was based on the height of the bamboos that we needed. We purchased the bamboos from this market in Jayanagar. I'll put down the location to this below. There's also a bamboo market somewhere near Chickpet if you're from that part of town. We got the blade, we got the bamboos and then we cut them at home so that we could get a perfect size. You can also book a porter to transfer all of these things back home. Then came the time of putting it all in place. First, vertically. This can be easily done using some jute ropes. Make sure the placement of the bamboo has some bottom support for it along with supporting approx 1/3 of the bamboo vertically. This can be done by one person too, but 2 people are recommended. So we quickly tied up all the vertical bamboos and then came the time to balance it up on the top. For this, we used the only plastic thing needed for this, a transparent pipe. Very easy to use. Fill it up with water till the top from both ends, then hold it up at the same height. Just put a mark at the end of the water level. So slowly we ended up tying all the bamboos together. And then it was time to create a support in the center. We use J wires for this strength. However, I would recommend lining it up with jute ropes, or if you are actually planning to grow some vegetables on it, such that it can take some weight, then line it up with one more bamboo. Voila! The canopy is ready. It took two of us about 10 hours to get this up and ready. As you must have seen my changing attires during this video, we did the entire work over 3 days, spending about 3 hours per day. So the total cost of making this canopy was around 3,500 rupees. The cost of bamboos was 2,500. The hacksaw blade and the frame cost rupees 400. The J wires rupees 300. Jute ropes rupees 150. Water level pipe rupees 150. And the labor didn't cost. It actually gave us a lot of fun. At a meager cost of like 3,000, 4,000 rupees, you get a beautiful canopy like that and some great family bonding time. This was an extremely satisfying and gratifying process. I wouldn't do it any other way. I mean, we could obviously get somebody to make it better, use metal and make a permanent structure out of it. But one, that we are renting this house, and two, I wanted to make something myself which I have some attachment to as well, and in a sustainable way. The inspiration from this came from some time that I spent in a village in Assam last year, where people living in the village actually used these spaces to grow vegetables on top and actually make it flood resistant as well. Although we enjoyed building this space, not all is good over here. Let me remove my noise cancellation and show you what I'm talking about. That is a junction, and we live at the edge of a junction where it's not really easy to hear the noise and be here all day. So that's the next problem that I'm working on tackling: honking and noise pollution in India. If you haven't watched my video yet, it is linked here or here somewhere. So please do watch it, let me know your thoughts, and see you in the next one.